Welcome back to Big Wrench Tech, guys. Today, we have a 77 Corvette. This Corvette here belongs to a friend of mine, and not talking bad about the car or these cars in general, but they have been an electrical nightmare for me. Basically, everything has to have a ground. That's hard to do with a car that's made of fiberglass, if you know what I mean. Oh, that looks so busy. This car is kind of cool though, because it does have the right amount of pedals. That's fine, and that's how my my buddy at Dead Dodge Garage would say, the right amount of pedals. Also, go check him out. Really cool guy, Jamie. Think the world of him. Subscribe to him. It'll help you and me somehow. So many pretties in here. Unfortunately, it's kind of getting kind of crowded with racks. Underneath this tarp here is actually another Corvette, which is kind of unique because it's a 73. You know, the split bumpers, if you know anything about them. The front bumper is neoprene plastic, whatever the heck you want to call it. And the rear bumper still kept the original chrome-ish, but that's why they're kind of known as the split bumper. 73, split bumper. 63, split window. But what made this 73 very unique is the fact that, well, yes, it is a factory 454 car. So this was probably a beast back in the day. Ah, yes, the old Mustang. We'll get back to you, I promise. We'll finish you up. Yes, now, please, and be done so I can enjoy it again and my family can enjoy it. But the stalling is my fault. On a side note, I want to give a shout out to Jamie at Dead Dodge Garage. He dropped a video if today is still Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday when this video comes out. But however, he talked about there's no such thing as a perfect car. We got this car when I was 15 years old. It hasn't changed much. Our plans was totally blow it out, restore it, put it back together, and drive it. I am now 38. So you guys do the math. That's sad. And he's right, because you know what? My uncle actually started this restoration project back in the 90s. So when Jamie said that they get torn apart and they never get finished, Exhibit A. But this one actually will. I have all the stuff, and once I get caught up, yeah, sure, yep, the pile keeps growing. But no, this is going to be a priority, absolutely. So I have to be that 1% that actually finishes it. And this car will be that 1%. The body is straight. There is no rot. Literally. And before somebody beats me to it by saying, it's a Ford. Here's the thing. It is a Ford. But it's a Ford that I made memories with my dad and my brother. And to be truth behind the camera, I lost a big toe because of this car. Yes. I dropped that engine that's under that hood on my foot where just before my 16th birthday and severed my left big toe off. Luckily, I had a heck of a surgeon and they were able to put it back together. That, and I also consider this my first car. I do. I was really young and had an MG midget, but that rotted before I ever got in my teenage years. This, however, showed up in my early teenage years, and it's still here. More memories in that car than any car I have ever had put together, honestly. It has literally new everything. It is not the car's fault. It is this guy behind the stupid camera. So yeah. Anyways, with that being said, let's get back on a Corvette. Forgive my squirrel moment. It's time to open the door. Hello, beautiful world. Okay, that's kind of neat. Fired right up, no problem. But I get in the car and it's blowing ice cold. And in Florida, that's a plus. Yeah. Let's go drive. Do the drivey bits. My deals with these cars, it's the love-hate relationship. I've always liked the C3s. Everybody's like, oh, why a C3? Because I like a C3. Drivey bits. Drivey bits. They always had a good little rumble to them. Good sound right out of the factory. Yeah, it sounds like the rockers need adjusting on this one. Imagine that. Typical Chevy thing. Again, not knocking Chevys at all. Not knocking Corvettes at all. Hey, look at that little guy. He's so cute. He needs to go to bed in the shed. Anyways, woohoo, we made it. Oh, I feel the Hawaiian shirt groweth upon me, as well as New Balance shoes and sunspots. I've been known to working on electrical nightmare cars. They too are sitting in the yard. Well, I hope that's just more of a suggestion piece. So he's having an issue with the volts and possibly the coolant, but I think I can figure that out. So interesting thing about these bezels on these Corvettes is most of these instruments, actually all the instruments, the majority of them, have these little resistors. And usually that's the problem with these, is that they'll either burn closed or burned open. So each one of these things is supposed to make contact, and this is resistor, 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 and that's about it. But I worked on this once before, and I am human, and I make mistakes. And I believe this is not facing the right way, because you see that's facing the right way and that's facing the right way. That one's not, and that one's not. Well, mud. Well, what wizardry is this? That's not a resistor. That's just like a beer, I guess, like a born on date. I don't know. Also, in short, that's the problem. Most likely that's the problem. It's all a problem. Okay, back to the drawing board. Maybe that might fix it. So back to the subject at hand. One thing I could do is order the correct resistors to go from here to there. And this is just a grounding block, so c'est la vie. That's no big deal. So, do I just get a resistor go from here to here? Resistor go from here to here? Or go to Eckler, which is actually pretty local, and get the right stuff? This is not my personal car, otherwise I'd just go to a store and just get the actual, you know, a generic resistor. However, I will get up with the owner and ask him what the devil he wants to do. You know, I better correct that last statement, otherwise I'm going to get punched. I'm going to get up with the owner and figure out what she wants to do. Now that I got the resistors out of the way, yep, these little resistors actually knock down the amperage to, the voltage to the gauge from 12 to 6. So in theory, what I've done is we go to a positive side of a battery, go in there, and this should just knock the volts down to 6 volts on there, unless it's fused wide open. So as I'm putting it on there, yeah, and you see the resistor is indeed just touching that. Now I'm using my finger as an insulator, so it's definitely not gonna, short out. And yeah, we have 12.9, so that resistor is no good. And going to repeat the process with the red resistor. Ah, come on, focus with me. So same thing. Oh, bouncing around. Static electricity. That's pretty cool. So, oh, ah, darn it. So both of them are bad. So that could explain the weird readings that I've been getting with that thing. So there we go. We have determined that both of those resistors are toast. So we got to get some more on the way. Where? I don't know. We just checked Eckler's and they have none, but I'm sure there's more spots out there. And then when everything's caught up, maybe we can start doing stuff that's less anist. But that's probably going to do it for this video, just because, well, we know what the problem is. And assembling this is very boring. And who knows? There may be more videos on it. And more videos. And more videos. I feel like I'm married to this car. Anyways, let me know if you guys want to see more of this. Let me know if you're even into this kind of stuff. Anyways, don't be afraid to throw a wrench at it. Again, like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. I hope.